now. Warning, seismic activity drawn out by your offensive against the Vec. The Hive leader is assaulting the corporate headquarters. Is a beetle leader. This is going to be a bit tricky, I think. Some kind of Vec abomination is approaching our headquarters. Whatever it is, it must be stopped. Well, let's do what we can to stop it. Ugh. I don't know how I feel about this. Alright, so as a reminder, leaders do massive damage. This one lights every... So, okay. Flaming Abdomen. It's going to charge forward in a straight line until it hits something. When it hits the thing, it does 3 damage and pushes thing that it hit back a space if possible. You can't push like buildings and stuff. If it goes in water, this Vec cannot be drowned. It just negates its attack. So if we push it into water or smoke, it will not be able to charge. And it lights every tile that it passes over on fire because it's a leader. And it also has a bazillion health. And we're going to have to deal with these other Vec as well. That Scion is going to be obnoxious. I have no idea what to do with our little probe friends. Oh yeah, I can deploy you over the water. Because you can just go into the water. I don't know why I'd want to do that. I'll put you there. Alright, let's see how this goes. Stop crowding the window. We're rescued! Okay. So. This is where so he's going to light everything on fire and he's going to ram the building. We have to protect the corporate tower. If we do a rocket artillery here, 2 damage, pushes him into the water, and then he will not be able to charge out of the water. That's pretty neat. The leader almost always goes first. If we had a way of like pushing him up and letting him kill the Scion for us or something, that would also be kind of neat. If we pushed the Scion down into his path, then he'd kill the Scion. He'd ram forward 1 space, hit the Scion, but he'd knock the Scion into the tower and we would fail the mission that way also. The fact that Isaac is all tied up here kind of sucks because we're going to have to just jump to get out of this. Kind of have to do that, right? And then I think we just push this one into, like, over the spawn to block it. Take a damage? I don't really know. There's nothing else we could do that'd be useful. The Scion flies, so we can't, like, drown it by knocking it into the water. Okay. Dead Vec. Only 1 more spawned. That leader is just going to be charging that building over and over again. I mean, luckily we can just keep shooting him for 1 damage, but... Yuck. Problem now, though, if I shoot him, he's not necessarily going into the water. He'll still be alive. We could also jump over it, and... We gotta get our artillery some extra movement speed. This is ridiculous. Okay, we have to deal with this guy. Which amounts to doing this. I mean, I think we just push you over the spawn again. It'll kill the Scion. Scion will die, which means the beetle will lose a health. and the scarab will lose a health, and it'll take 1 from the electrical smoke, so the scarab will be dead. Now we just gotta deal with you, which I think means we cluster it. The little, what's that called? The Aegon mortar. And we pull him into the water that is close. It's not as much damage as I would have liked to have done, but that's okay. We are still doing damage to it, so that's good. We gotta kill that thing. That's one of our 2 missions. We don't have very many turns left to do this. Okay. It is very close to dead. And our smoke cloud happens first. Yes. So we could do 1 damage jumping over it, plus 1 damage from the smoke. If our poor little pulse mech is just hanging out here, not doing anything but just pulsing, hasn't moved yet. But if we push you, you'll block the spawn and then you'll die. That seems like your only option here. So we'll just do that and get it out of the way. We have to do something about you. He really... Oh, you know what? We're gonna have to go here and shoot away from it so it's in a smoke cloud. Got it. Okay. We've got that sorted out. Yeah, and then we jump over you, and you'll take 1 damage from the jump and then 1 from the smoke cloud. So it'll have 1 HP, and we'll have 1 last turn to hit it. So that'll be real nice. That cancels your attack, which doesn't really matter. You're just going to stand there and take smoke damage. And then we're going to shoot, put you in a smoke cloud as well. You're going to take 1 damage. And then we're going to have 2 new Vec. You're going to be dead, though. You're going to have 1 HP. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3 Vec plus the leader. That's a little scary. Our pulse mech might actually have to do something this turn. We'll see. Ew. Okay. Good news is our pulse mech does not have to do anything at all. The Leaper's going to live, but you know... it's the price of victory. Leader, you're just going to die. You are going to attack nothing. We can ignore you. Could also push you away. It doesn't matter. Can't do anything about you, but you're attacking the mech, not the building. Thank goodness we don't have to actually deal with you at all. So you just go hang out over there. Look at that. Little pulse mech finally got to move. You know what? There you go. You were looking like you just wanted to do a little repulsion there. Okay, phew, there we go. First boss level defeated. That was kind of tricky. I think I'm getting the hang of this mech setup, though. Or rusting hulk. This is an interesting one. With the Vec Abomination destroyed, no new hives should appear on our island. You saved us. You're welcome. Hey, Perfect Island, we get a free reward. You accomplished every archive mission. An astounding accomplishment. Please, you and the Rusting Hulk accept this as thanks. Henry Kwan, mech can move through enemy units. That, ooh, get that on like our little pulse mech. Ooh, I like that a lot. Ooh, I like that a lot. Oh man, that's also really tempting. Because we drop electric smoke. Ooh. Oh man, that's really tempting. I really want that smoke drop. No, I think we have to take Henry. I think we have to take Henry. Moving through enemy units will let us just basically fly through to like better positions so that we can pulse mechs more effectively. Yeah, I like that. I'm okay with that. What? It's a brute weapon. Do we have a brute? Wait, are you a brute? You're a brute. We have a brute arranged in science. We don't have a prime. Oh. Confusion shot. Fire a projectile that flips a target's attack direction. Also kind of interesting. Repair drop. Heals all player units, including disabled mechs. 1 use per battle. It is free, and it's like 2 HP repaired or something? That's crazy. That's insane. Defensive shrapnel. Fire a non-damaging projectile that pushes tiles around the target. Hermes engine. Dash in a straight line, pushing adjacent tiles away. I don't know what the use for this would be. That seems really, really tricky to pull off. Massive AoE, but there's a lot of coordination and stuff you gotta keep in mind when you're doing that. I don't know. I'm tempted to get the confusion shot, though. First things first, though, we're gonna want 2 reactor cores. For sure. Absolutely. Now we could either drop off Coral and get another reactor core here, or we could buy the confusion shot. That might be helpful. I'm not sure what I want to do here. I really, really, really want you to have more movement. Shielding self when you do repulsion would also be kind of neat. Shielding friendly would also be really good. We could just run around like protecting buildings. We could lower our jet mech's movement and give you +1 damage on the bombs. That would be really neat. Alright, let's give you +1 movement for sure. We really, really need that. More movement on you would also be kind of cool. I want that passive. I want that passive real bad. So if we got +1 range, we could undo our installations and stuff, right? So we can test this. So if we hit that, we can jump over 1 or 2. We have the option. It's not forcing us to do one or the other. Huh. That is kind of neat for the extra flexibility. More damage might just be the most important, though. What else could we do if we had 1 more movement, or like if we had 1 more point? I don't know. I like having options. I like having a little bit of flexibility on those, so that's good. Shield self, maybe? I don't know. We got to get that passive. That passive is going to be the key to us getting the achievement for, what was it, 12? We can just look. 12 damage. 12 damage with electric smoke in a single battle. Bigger buying power when the grid is full. could also just get that one. We could just buy 2 power. We have 2 reputation left to spend. We're only going to do 1 more island, so we're not going to have a ton of opportunities for upgrades. Ooh. Now, we'll specifically go for power on the next island that we do. I think I want that reactor core. We'll give you movement or something for now. I want to get that +1 damage. Yeah, because we could uninstall that. Nah, this is fine. Alright, I'm happy with this. So yeah, there we go. That's the first island down, dealt with. Secured. We're gonna have 1 more to do next time. I'm thinking we might go for RST. Kind of lame to do, you know, the islands roughly in order. I know we're only doing 2 of them. That's the hope. That's the plan. But RST has a lot of desert where we can kick up lots of smoke, lots of little sandstorms, and those would get the benefit of our passive. So that might be really good. It's effectively going to be the same as forest fires, just things can't shoot when we get the smoke clouds up. They'll still take damage every turn. Yeah, I don't know. Probably that. That's what we're going to do in the next video. Probably. Most likely. Thanks for watching, everyone, and may the grace of the Twilight Dragon be with you.